Is travel insurance actually worth it? Honestly, I used to wonder the same thing until we found out how important it is on our recent trip to Rome, Italy. We flew to Rome on Delta Airlines, and during checkout, I added the travel insurance through Allianz. I mainly did it because we were traveling internationally with my parents, and they have medical insurance domestically in the United States, but that coverage usually doesn't extend overseas. Adding the travel insurance was actually pretty easy. During the checkout process, before finalizing the booking, Delta gave the option to add travel insurance through Allianz. It's basically just a few extra clicks while you're purchasing your flights. You can review what's covered, things like emergency medical expenses, trip interruptions, delays and cancellations, and then decide if you want to add it to your trip. For us, since we were traveling internationally with family, it felt worth the extra peace of mind and small price that it added to the overall cost of the ticket. So, what actually happened? On the morning we got off the cruise ship, my dad woke up about 2:30 in the morning with severe abdominal pain and nausea. It kept getting worse throughout the day, and we had about a 40-minute drive back to Rome from the cruise port, and he was absolutely miserable. I'm a physician, and I was actually really worried. This could have been something like a bowel obstruction, an infection, or something even more serious. So we asked our driver to take us directly to the hospital near our Airbnb. This experience was rough. The ER was crowded, busy, very different from what we're used to in the US. I wasn't allowed to go back with him, so we communicated through text messages while he was being evaluated. He ended up having lab work, a CT scan, and spent about 8 hours in the emergency room. Thankfully, it just turned out to be a kidney stone, which, if you've ever had one, they're very painful, but generally not life-threatening. The total cost ended up being around $750 out of pocket. We paid everything ourselves, saved every document and receipt, and submitted it through our Allianz travel insurance once we got home. And thankfully, it was reimbursed. As a physician, I have many patients who go on trips and have things like this happen, and I end up having to write a lot of letters in support of why they went to the hospital, if this was really an emergency, and why it should be covered. One thing that I actually think really helped was organizing this timeline and writing a detailed summary explaining why this was clearly an emergency situation and he needed an evaluation urgently. To be honest, we were so thankful that we had checked that box, paid a few extra dollars, and got the travel insurance when we were booking our flights. Honestly, if something unexpected happens internationally, especially with family or older travelers, it can save you thousands of dollars and a huge amount of stress. If this ever happens to you and you've gotten travel insurance, one of the biggest tips I could give you is to save every receipt, every document, ask for test results, ask for the notes from the doctor, the discharge summaries, all the receipts of things that you've paid for, and take pictures of everything. Trust me, when it comes time to filing the claim, you'll be glad you did.